Hello everyone, this is Divesh Goyal, a practicing company secretary. So today in this video, we are going to discuss a very relevant or we can say recent issues facing by all the companies. Recently, we have seen that maximum companies in India are getting notices from the EPFO department. EPFO stands for the Employee Provident Fund Organization. So PF department से बहुत सारी companies को notices आ रहे हैं and as per the notices, it is mentioned that company has not complied with the EPFO compliances. That's why they have to do the compliance as soon as possible. Otherwise, they are liable for the penalty. Now, the question is that on which companies the EPFO practically is applicable. So, the requirement for the registration under Employee Provident Fund Organization is that if a company having 20 or more employee, that company is required to register under EPFO. So, if you are having less than 20 employees, practically you are not required to register yourself under the PF Act. So, now what happened? These days, whenever we are incorporating the new company, as per the new incorporation form, that is Agile Pro, every company mandatorily have to apply for the PF registration. Even though there are the less than 20 employee, even though there are the no employee, still a company have to apply for the PF registration at the time of the incorporation of the company. So now what happened? My company's employees are less than 20, but I am still having the PF registration. So the question arises whether the compliances of the PF is applicable on me, whether I should file the return, whether I should contribute to the PF fund, or I am having less than 20 employees, so the provisions will not applicable on me. See, generally if we discuss, we will say if we are having less than these employees, then it is not applicable. But what happened? There is a provision of the voluntary registration under VPF Act. As per that, even though your company having your organization having less than 20 employee, but you want to apply for the PF registration, you can apply the same. So it doesn't matter if your employee is less than 20 or more than 20. But I'm a company, I'm incorporating a new company, I am having less than 20 employee. I don't want to apply for the PF, but due to the process of the incorporation, I have to apply for the PF. So my employee number is less than 20, but I am having the PF registration. Now the question is right, what to do with this PF registration? Whether I can surrender this registration or whether I have to comply with the same. So first let's discuss about the surrender. As per the PF Act, EPFO Act, there is no provision of the surrender or the dormant of the PF registration. So there is no process which you can surrender this registration. So once you have received the registration, you have to do the compliances. That's why every company who has incorporated through the Agile Pro, they are getting the notice from the PF department for the compliances of the PF. So practically, now there are the two options. Number one, do all the compliances of the PF Act, and you will not receive any notice, and you can continue the as a compliant company. Second thing, I will say it is not applicable on me. It's just the requirement of the incorporation form. That's why I have applied it. Then why I should go for the then why should I can go for the compliances of the EPF? Then the one thing which we can try to do, this is just a suggestion or we can say this is just a discussion, as we are receiving the mails from the companies are receiving the mail from the PF department regarding the compliances, so we can try to prepare a reply for the PF department that we are having less than 20 employees, that we have applied this EPFO registration through the SPICE incorporation form. Otherwise, we were not in a position to apply for the same. So we don't want to comply the same. Please provide us the process of surrender, or please exempt us from the compliances of the EPFO until unless we is the employee of the 20. I think this is the only possible two ways which we can use for these notices which we are receiving from the EPFO department. So hope this video is useful for you. Still, if you are having any doubt, any query, any question, please feel free to ask to us in the chat box or the comment box so that everyone can be clear with these provisions. Thank you so much.